The following program contains scenes that may distress some viewers.
Now, I know this is a hard question for you.
Yeah.
And I know you've had difficulties trying to give me an answer before, but have I still got my 2 years? Well, is my 2 years still a possibility?
The honest truth is no.
No. Okay.
No.
Around 75% of deaths are expected, yet few of us confront the inevitable.
Certainly in Western societies, death is still regarded as an unnatural event that somehow can be put off.
I think for many doctors, perhaps even most doctors, death represents failure.
I think a lot of doctors find it very hard to say you are dying.
When modern medicine has nothing more to offer, when cure fails, who cares for the dying?
How's that pain that you had? Still there. You've still got it? Yeah. Okay.
Tonight on Four Corners, coming face to face with death. In an act of courage and generosity, 4 Australians have allowed our camera to record the end of their lives.
I mean, we talk about the journey of life, life being a journey. Well, what about the journey of death? Isn't that a journey as well?
And we meet those who are determined to give them a good death.
Would you like some tomato ketchup?
This is no ordinary hospital.
Cheers.
Two cats, Dex and Morph, named after the drugs dexamethasone and morphine, roam the wards. Patients are allowed to smoke, and families can stay all day. The patients at Sacred Heart Palliative Care Unit, a part of St Vincent's Public Hospital in Sydney, are all dying.
It's a privilege to be with people at this time in their lives. It's a beautiful place to be, actually. It's a lovely place to work. There's a lot of life here. Amongst the death, there's a lot of life. You're in the system.
Put my name down.
John, how are you today?
The staff here have made caring for the dying their life's work.
They're at the end of their life, but they're so appreciative for everything that you give them. So it's a privilege to look after them and help them and just give them that little bit of TLC that maybe they wouldn't get in the acute setting, because nurses don't have time.
I think all doctors should be able to do palliative care. And the specialty has grown because all doctors don't want to do palliative care. They wanted to focus very much on the disease itself and therefore not as much on care.
They are going to give you some radiotherapy today to your back.
Sacred Heart's palliative care director, Dr. Richard Chai, and his staff are well practiced at delivering bad news. It's an essential part of the job.
Is this pain when I push?
I think a lot of doctors find it very hard to say you are dying. A lot of doctors can't say no to patients, families. Very hard. And it's not an easy thing for doctors to actually say no. I can't give you any more treatment. I tell my patients that I know I cannot cure you, but I can make you feel better.
And a doctor can't do that?
Lots of doctors would just say, I can't cure you, full stop. Whereas I would say, I can't cure you, but I'll look after you. I will walk with you.
On the 16th of June, they hit us with the one sentence which contained 4 things, which was, your mother has cancer. That was totally out of the blue. She has cancer, it's terminal, it's inoperable, and she has days, possibly a few weeks left. I mean, ay, ay, ay.
Like most of the patients here, Norma Andres was diagnosed with terminal cancer. She came to Sacred Heart in June last year, accepting her fate.
I feel very lucky that you could be told like that, and I bypassed all that nasty stuff, the chemotherapy and everything. They said it wouldn't do any good, and there's no need for that.
But Norma Andres has been waiting to die ever since.
I just wake up every morning, I thought, oh God, I'm here again. And I just go to sleep every night, and I just hope I won't wake up. It's the truth.
Hello, Mama.
Hello, Patty.
How are you today?
Very good, thank you.
Yes, all right.
Good. Lovely to see you.
Patty Smith is Norma's only child.
Yes, I've had lots of sleeps, thank you very much.
That's good.
This is Patty's 6th journey from her home in Perth to visit her mother since the diagnosis.
This used to be your shirt.
Yes, I know. Come here, I'll fix the collar.
With her mother's death imminent, Patty was given the task of organising Norma's funeral.
This is my favourite one.
It wasn't an easy thing to do, but it's better to have something practical to do. Things like, what date would you like? That's a hard one. The coffin, the flowers, floral arrangements, what notices will we put in the paper? So when we get back to the hospital, what does my mum say? What are we having to eat?
We got a couple of menus, so we kept it fairly simple. Pork and ginger spring rolls with chili lime dip. Crumbed calamari with tartare sauce.
Oh, okay.
Vegetarian risotto balls with provolone cheese.
I mean, I'm active, I'm young, I'm not as active as I used to be, but there's still a lot of things I want to do. Family's become a big issue. You tend to take your family for granted a lot of the times until something like this happened. My mother and I had not spoken for 15 years until this happened, and now once again we're best of friends again.
"46-year-old Daryl Calver and his partner Margie Howes planned to travel.
Travelling the world, yeah, that's what we'd hoped to do. Our lives would be just travelling and visiting different places in the world, but it wasn't meant to be.
Wherever you're going, I'm going your way. Because we thought we'd be in it together. And it's always our travelling song. Well, I'm travelling, then I'm going to have to wait.
Number 60?
Yes, thank you.
Come with me. I'll take that, that's it.
It was only last May Daryl Calver, a chef, was told he had terminal pancreatic cancer. Daryl began chemotherapy to reduce the tumours growing in his abdomen.
We found that the chemo really did him a world of good. He had really not many side effects as people do from the chemo, and the chemo that he was having seemed to agree with him. It was keeping the tumours at bay, which was giving him quality of life.
There's a lot of times that I do feel fine. You know, I can go and have a nice quiet beer, I can play some pool, have a bet on my horses. You don't really come to terms with it until such time as you feel the pains and you know that you are not well.
When Daryl's pain became unbearable, his oncologist referred him to Sacred Heart.
Hi, Mr. Calver. Okay, I'm Nicole and I'm from the pharmacy. These are all your medicines, and this is a list of them and when you've got to take them during the day. Okay?
Daryl spent the past 2 weeks in Sacred Heart in an attempt to get his pain under control.
Now there's a week's supply in here, so that gives you
Today, he's going home.
and get some more medication.
I believe, quite honestly, that I've got probably 18 months left. And I want to make the most of those 18 months.
Yeah.
So, palliative care, anybody that can help me get over these pains, and I don't care what it is I have to take, legal or otherwise, stop the pains so that I can go out and enjoy my last 18 months here on where we are. Hopefully I won't have to come back, but the door, I've been told, is open if I need to come back for anything else that needs to be done.
We do have patients that come over here for convalescence care and short-term care, and we nurse them through the symptoms, and then we see them go home. And that's an amazing achievement, to like send them home feeling much better. So to actually see people walk out the door is, you know, it's really rewarding.
You've got your wallet in there?
I do, darling, thanks. And keys. Yes, I have some cash. Here we are.
Sandy Riches and her husband John have recently celebrated their 40th wedding anniversary.
Got a beautiful ruby ring, and I thought if I can hang around till I'm 50, I might buy me a really big diamond one. I don't know what's going to keep me. I'm very determined to be with my husband as long as I can be, because I know when I die, when I will die before him, I don't know what's going to happen to him. So I've got to be here for him. I can't imagine him without me.
Just arrived.
Sandy is on her way to Sacred Heart. She is one of around 250 patients well enough to remain at home. Sandy was first diagnosed with aggressive breast cancer in 1992.
Well, I think we're all a bit gobsmacked because we weren't really expecting it. We thought, oh, it can't be happening. I'm too young to have breast cancer, because I was only about 46.
Sandy enjoyed 14 good years before the cancer returned. In 2006, she was playing her weekly game of tennis when her doctor called.
And he said, what are you doing at tennis? And I said, I play tennis every Friday. And he said, no, you have to come in straight away. So she said, yes, it's metastasised breast cancer, and it's in your liver, and it's in your lung, and it's in your brain, and you've got a piece in your hip sort of thing.
Today, Sandy is at Sacred Heart's Day Centre, where she'll spend time with other patients who share her trauma.
It's mental anguish. You wake up every morning and you think, God, I'm still here, you beaut. And it's a mental anguish that you go through when you're